That's right, ladies and gentlemen, FouseyTube is back in the news, and this time with more depressing news, so let's talk about it. So if you haven't heard, FouseyTube made a statement both on Twitter and Instagram, but before we get into that, let's do a bit of recap as to what happened to Fousey. If you don't remember, back in 2023, when Kick, Rumble, and YouTube and Twitch were having their whole streaming war, there was one person who was very adamant on streaming on Kick, and not to mention was making their own company, promising people with deals, not only on Kick, but also careers and even in boxing. This company was called G7, and who made it? That's right, FouseyTube. And just like his 2016 Manic episode, he went on another Manic episode, but this time was arguably worse as he was live streaming 24/7, and you could see how crazy FouseyTube was getting, treating his employees like shit, screaming in public, just acting weird and just crazy overall. Not to mention the many times he attacked other content creators and even burnt the bridge with Keemstar. But it all came to a head on one fateful night where Fousey got in contact with a swatter who was contacting not only Fousey but also his family as well and harassing them. And Fousey had a complete mental breakdown where he ended up calling the police on himself trying to catch the swatter, which didn't really end well for Fousey, where Fousey ended up getting sent to a mental asylum or a psychiatric, or whatever the hell you call those things, and that's where FouseyTube stayed there for a long time. We would occasionally get some updates and some videos coming from Fousey saying that he's coming back and G7 is going to come back stronger, but it really looked like that Fousey wasn't going to be returning anytime soon. That is until one faithful live stream. Aiden Ross, around the beginning of November, did a live stream where he went to go meet up with someone, and as you guessed it, it was FouseyTube.
These niggas prayed on my downfall.
Let's go! Now it looked like Fousey returned to normal, at least somewhat. I mean, yeah, he still says some, crazy shit like this.
Every 15 minutes, I shut down because it's still not, the software update isn't perfect yet.
Wait, what do you mean?
You just go to my back, go a little lower, and then you pinch it and then I become good again.
Oh, okay. So
So if it happens,
how do I know?
Recalibrate.
Eyes?
No.
No?
I'm not showing my eyes yet.
Why? You can't reveal.
The software update hasn't happened yet, so they still look.
Oh, I see. Got it.
But generally, he looked normal. At least he wasn't as crazy as before. Hell, he even did a whole little promotion, saying that he's gonna come back and G7 is back. And then just silence. No collabs, no Kick streams, no YouTube streams, nothing. No shenanigans out in public as well. Just silence from Fousey. Well, that is until recently, like I said at the beginning of the video, where we finally got an update on Fousey. As you know, it's been almost a year since I've been on social media, and I need to be brutally honest about where I am. Ever since the livestream incident last year that changed everything. Again, I've been suffering deeply, and I don't know how to escape this pain. Every day I feel trapped in my own mind, suffocating and battling thoughts. I even attempted to take my own life this year and failed. Now, I feel like a dead man walking, emotionless, empty, and stuck in a cycle of despair. I know, we've heard this before. He does this every year. Here we go again. And it's true. I've gone through this every year because I haven't ever been it. Quite frankly, this depression is going to be a lifelong battle, but it's one I'm hoping to learn and how to overcome and get on top of, instead of having it run the show as it has been my whole life, or even worse, have it end me as it is trying to. It tries to say, no one gets it, no one will get it, they've heard this before. The only way to make them understand and show them how painful it is. I've lived my entire life with a sense of something missing, always feeling something different from others, not able to laugh naturally, be happy, feel worthy, feel connection, feel love. I've always wanted to feel normal, whatever that means, which is why I always hid behind a persona and a character that wasn't me, Fousey. I never created a life of Yusuf. I never built a life for Yusuf. I never lived as Yusuf. I always hid behind an ego inflated by external materialism and validation, and as a version of who I thought the world wanted me to be. Which is why now, when Yusuf is all that's left, I feel so empty. Success in Hollywood, stand-up comedy, motivational speaking, writing a book, and winning top YouTube awards never filled the void inside me. I've risen and fallen so many times, each fall harder than the last. Now this is my biggest fall, and I have no tricks left up my sleeve. I have no purpose outside of merely existing, day in and out. The cow is milked. I'm exhausted and out of superhero powers. Had I done things right, I would have sustained the success, build on top of it. I should have so much to show for my 13 plus years in the game. I was selling merch outside of my house in 2011, traveling internationally for performances, had a fitness channel before Instagram was even an app, had a podcast, gaming channel in 2015, and vlogged years of my life daily. I say all that to show it's not like I haven't done anything and I am unable to do for myself. It's that I've done everything and lost everything. I should have built out the business, bought the rental property, started the nonprofits, created everlasting success, yet I have literally nothing to show for everything outside of my platforms, which I now do not use, and this is all my fault. No excuses and no one to blame, just a accumulation of me screwing up my life royally and repeatedly. My spirit is broken, my confidence is shot, my heart is hardened. I know you've done it 20 times, now do it 21. You can get it back, but I'm not the same person anymore. And that's where the frustration lives. I cannot pour out an empty pot. I've tried everything to regain some sanity. Ketamine. What the fuck? I'm not reading that. Mushrooms, buff medicine, talk therapy, TMS, and of course, my faith in religion. I went to Mecca with my mom this year to perform Umrah. Okay, I swear I'm fucking this up. Hoping for some solace, yet I still feel lost and helpless. The years of success and fame were just band-aids over deep wounds. Even at my highest points, I was never truly happy or fulfilled, which is why I lost everything repeatedly. Now I'm at ground zero with nothing left, feeling like Clark Kent trapped by kryptonite, unable to find my way back to Superman. Regret, resentment, and bitterness consume me. I am isolated 100% of the time because I don't know how to be a friend or maintain relationships. I've lost so many genuine people because of my own failings. I kicked everyone out of my life. I don't reach out to anyone. I don't even talk. I'm a mute, unable to respond to calls or texts if they come in. I could be with anyone in the world and I would sit there staring blankly with nothing to say. I am empty, motionless, despondent, numb. Even at a recent family wedding where I should have felt joy dancing with my mom, I was consumed by the thoughts of ending my life, feeling like the best days are behind me. There's no going back. I have nothing left to give. I don't get enjoyment out of anything. Pure adena. No matter what I'm doing, watching a movie, listening to music, playing a sport, my mind is in a dark place, dissociating from reality. My eyes may be on the screen, but my thoughts are somewhere else, trapped in a different, darker reality. I don't expect anyone to understand, which is why I've refrained from posting so long. I haven't naturally slept since 2022. One night that year, I woke up at 2 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. I went 9 days without sleep. Now, without pharmaceutical sleep aids, I don't get a second of sleep. Even with the aids, it's not real sleep because my brain isn't getting proper rest or recovery. It's pure misery. Despite all this, and how bad I am doing, I still deep down want to be a motivational speaker. The irony, I know. Really? After everything, he still wants to be a motivational speaker? I'm sorry. Let's keep going. I feel like if I can get through this challenge, I can devote my life and purpose to helping people who go through the same struggles. I know I am not alone in this battle. I always used to inspire and motivate because I was really talking to myself to people based on my own struggles. I've prayed for years to become a motivational speaker whose voice is used to help heal people mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I truly think because I asked for such a big purpose, I was given just as big of a challenge to overcome to get me to the point of being able to live through that purpose. I genuinely do not know what to do. Every single second of every single day for almost the last year has been an exact carbon copy of the last. From the thoughts to the feelings to the routine, no matter what variables change on the outside, nothing changes on the inside. Yet I am waiting for something to magically change. To just wake up one day and feel better, which life of course doesn't happen that way, and insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I'm stuck, I'm paralyzed, I can't get myself to do anything or try anything because I am stuck in my head. All I have are the constant ruminating thoughts of negativity that are solidifying the space I am in and consistently manifesting the suffering and despair. I don't do anything in my days, absolutely nothing, outside of researching about what is going on and watching videos to educate myself on what's going on and how to overcome it. But I am not taking any actions to change it. I don't know where to begin to build a life from utter scratch. I am by myself because I kicked everyone out of my life. I can't talk to anyone because I am suffocating. I am drowning. I don't have control over my mind. It is controlling me. It is reinforcing this reality and this entrapment that I am in. I've literally given up and can't get myself out of this. I'm stuck in this victim mentality. I'm stuck accepting the reality, but I swear I cannot control my thoughts or what they're making me believe. I'm drowning. I'm dead but alive. I need help and I don't know how to help myself. What makes this excruciating is knowing what's happening in Gonza and how my... Okay, that's... Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, I think we get the point. He's basically depressed and saying that he's useless in helping that conflict, alright? But the last thread, I guess, that he says is this. Being scared to post this because I know mental health is not easily understood, but I needed to get these thoughts out of my head. If you resonate with any of this, know you're not alone. Heart emoji. And then he attached 2 images to this whole thread. I guess him in the hospital or doctor, whatever, trying to scan his brain. I don't know what this thing is. But yeah, that's basically the update on Fousey, ladies and gentlemen. FouseyTube is basically depressed. He just can't do anything. He's just unmotivated, and yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, this is pretty heavy stuff. It's sad to see this, especially as someone who's tried it time and time again to make, his whole career and come back. He's done it multiple times and just can't really keep it consistent. The power goes to Fousey's head. He just gets crazy with it and tries to do so much with so little. But at the same time, though, you can't really feel bad for the guy because he brought this all upon himself, and the way he treats, especially, his employees, and the way he treated Keem, it's fucking shitty. It's just, there's really no excuse for that type of behavior, mental health or not. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the update on FouseyTube. It is a tragic cycle, but one that I don't really feel bad for. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Dislike the video if you dislike it. And with that being said, I am out.